here with Peter. Welcome. Thank you for coming to this interview. So could you please introduce yourself briefly?
Okay, my name is Peter Remmers. I'm from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, and I'm in what I always call the responsible gambling industry for more than 30 years. In fact, it started working for Holland Casino, the state-owned, state-controlled land-based casino company, and that has expanded in the past years, working with the industry, I don't say worldwide, but definitely all over Europe in a lot of countries. Not only land-based casinos, arcades, lotteries, and also online gambling and betting since 10-15 years or so.
Okay, so what was the topic of your conference session today, and why do you think it's an important one to be discussed?
In fact, I'm here for two things. Because on Monday I was the presenter at the Responsible Gambling Masterclass. So there was this specific event for people working in the industry, so mainly the land-based casinos here in Bulgaria. And today we are looking at the topics of new markets, regulations and responsible gambling, looking at what is the present situation and what should we do in the future.
What would you change in the present state of the global gambling industry?
What we do in the present...
Could you please repeat? I didn't. What would you change? What would you change in the global gambling industry today?
Okay. Well, honestly, if I look at the present status, the gambling industry is being more and more monitored by regulators, and that is all over Europe. So, and I think there's no exception for Bulgaria, so to say. At least that's what I've learned as well. That means that it's not very easy how to deal with it. So we have to pay a lot of attention on the things that need to be done in the future as well. And especially related to responsible gambling, because honestly when I started almost 35 years ago, it was very difficult to have responsible gambling on the agenda, and nowadays you can't miss a conference anymore, and it starts with responsible gambling and it ends with responsible gambling.
Okay, and what would you say is the hottest subject of the industry today?
Well, the hottest subject or the hottest topic for here as well is that you have to deal with the regulations and the regulator in specific countries that are implementing more and more restrictions, so to say, nowadays in regard to what is being offered. And then I don't talk about restrictions in limits and time for when you look at online gambling, but also very many restrictions related to advertising possibilities and marketing possibilities.
Okay, thank you. And what do you see as the next major change in the industry?
Well, there are two things. One thing is, of course, responsible gambling and the importance of it, because when you look at Europe, you see a lot of differences. And the next thing is that, in fact, I would be very much in favor of working together with all the different stakeholders that we have in this industry. And these stakeholders then are the regulators, of course. It's the industry that is dealing with the issue. In fact, it's the player as well. It's the software provider, the game developers, and it's the treatment institutions, and they all should work together. So that's the main challenge to work on for the next coming years.
So those are the two major changes.
Yeah.
Okay, and my last question for you, Peter, is do you have any suggestion on what should be discussed in the next edition of the conference?
Well, it's a bit like what I just mentioned, because honestly, when I look at what's going on, and if I look at all the discussions regarding cryptocurrency, bitcoins, and all the other things, I think we have to look at the basics as well. So, I mean, we are part of the industry, an industry which can be very important and is very important, but we always focus on the few percentage of people with problems, so to say. So maybe we should look at a more broader way at the 95% that doesn't have a problem with gambling and how you can enjoy gambling in a better way.
Okay. Thank you very much, Peter. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very